Welcome. Donovan couldn't make it today. Ironically, he couldn't find time to do his job. You can call me Mister. I will provide your lesson for the day. What is time as we know it? Is it purely a construct of human design, or is it an essential component in this thing we call reality? The greatest minds of your era believe that time is relative. I shall reveal the mysteries of time to you. Prepare your minds for secrets so terrible that it would humble the mightiest of warriors. Okay, that's enough out of you, mister. I'm back. Thanks. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm out of here. Alright, this is another quick video about a pretty important topic. Time management. I'm covering this because I've noticed that there's been a drop in completed assignments from my students. I've also heard that some of you are swamped with work. In yesterday's video, I asked if you're doing aerobic exercise at least twice a week. One of you replied no, because she didn't have the time. I get it. Keeping up can become overwhelming. 2 days ago, I planned to do some exercise, but I had unexpected tasks to perform, like dealing with a broken boiler that ate up quite a bit of time. Combine that with making dinner, throwing out garbage, cleaning, showering, staying in touch with friends, making these lessons, doing grades, and unnecessarily worrying about things that I shouldn't, and that overwhelming feeling can start to set in. So, what do you do when time runs away from you? I have 5 suggestions that I found useful. First, you need to prioritize things in your life. What's most important to you? Are you taking care of a family member, schoolwork, a job, friends, a hobby, sports? That's up to you. Decide which elements of your life are more important than others. Put them in a list. Number 2, I suggest that you make a daily schedule. For the most part, it's the same. Mealtime, showers, work, cleaning, etc. However, each day is a little different depending on your needs. So, have a basic schedule, and each night, plan out your next day. What are you going to do, and when? Normally, going to school helps plan out your day, but with remote learning, things are different. Number 3, leave plenty of time for each task on your list. There's a saying in the military, no battle plan survives first contact with the enemy. This is from a man named Helmuth von Moltke, the chief of staff of the Prussian army before World War I. The way I understand it is that you can't predict everything, no matter how well you plan. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't try, but you should be ready to be adaptable. So, set aside some extra time for each one of your tasks. Number 4, sometimes you just have to let something go. I had to give up an exercise session before, right? It's important to remember that if you have to delay doing something, you must consider your priorities. If you have to make dinner for Grandpa, but you find yourself short on time, you make the time by cutting something else out with a lower priority. Don't beat yourself up about missing something on your list. It happens. Just try scheduling it for the next day. When I missed my exercise session, I just did it the next day. Number 5, don't forget to rest and have some fun, or you'll go crazy. Every day, if you can manage it, set aside time to do something for yourself that makes you happy. No, not drugs or alcohol. We'll talk about that another day. I mean something that recharges your batteries or makes you feel good. Something like making art, chatting with friends, playing a game, playing with your cat, whatever. No, cut that out. Who's editing this? You're fired. Okay, I'll talk about drugs and alcohol briefly. If you're using drugs or alcohol to make yourself feel better when you're under stress, then you've done nothing about the source of the stress. All you've done is spend money and time on avoiding a problem that's still there. Again, we'll talk about drug use in a future lesson. Before I go, I want to bring this all back to exercise. Exercise, especially aerobic exercise, is for you. Your health should be one of your top 3 priorities. Even if you're taking care of someone else, in fact, especially if you're taking care of someone else, your health comes first. If your health is suffering, everything else in your life suffers too. So, make exercise one of your priorities. Set aside at least 20 minutes a few days a week, preferably more. Use what I've taught you to make the most out of that time. Okay, that's it. Bye. Is he gone? Good. I shall teach you the ways of the Archmagus, and together we shall rule. Get off my channel.